Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Mutiara Hayyu from Mathematics Education, Faculty of Mathematics and Science, Universitas Negeri Padang. First of all, how blessed I am to have an opportunity to be here and deliver a simple information about Bloom taxonomy effective level. And also, I would like to thanks to Professor Dr. Ahmad Fauzan, M.Pd, M.Sc, and Dr. Yulyanti, Harisman, S.Si, M.Pd, as a lecturer in the Mathematics Learning Assessment course, who has given this assignment so that it can add knowledge of study we are working on in me. So I will present and let's we together discuss about Bloom taxonomy in effective level. I will give a simple information about the definition of effective level. Affective domain is an assessment of the reaction of a person or students about an object. Attitude begins with feelings, likes or dislikes associated with a person's tendency to respond to something or object. Attitude is also an expression of the values or views of life that a person has. Attitudes can be formed so that the desired behavior or action occurs. From this definition, we know that these domains or affective domains includes abilities to relate to emotional aspects such as feelings, values, appreciation, motivation, and attitudes. In this realm, it is also divided into several sections, which includes aspects of acceptance of the environment, response or response to the environment, appreciation in the form of expression value to something, and other. As we see in this slide, we have 5 categories of affective level, starting with receiving, known as A1, responding, known as A2, valuing, known as A3, organization, known as A4, and characterization, known as A5. We discuss together for each categories one by one. The first is receiving, or known as A1. Educators direct students to enjoy reading books, enjoy collaborating, and so on. This pleasure will become a habit, and this is to be expected, which is a positive habit. I have some example for these categories. The first is listening to others with respect, and pay attention to the situation. And also, I will give a simple example in learning mathematics in receiving. When the teacher explained about the triangle material to the students pay attention and try to absorb information from the explanation that are given by the teacher. Next is responding, or A2. In these categories, participate actively in certain phenomena and make a reaction to it one way. I have also some example for these categories. The first is the students are able to question new ideas or concepts. And the students answer when the teacher asks if they understand or no. As before, I will give another example in mathematics learning. When the teacher asks students which material falls into the scope of the triangle, students will actively answer based on the understanding of the triangle that they get from the information provided by the teacher and the lesson they have previously learned. Next, we go to the third, that is valuing, or A3. In valuing, students here are not willing to accept the values taught, but they are already capable to assess a concept or phenomena. The example, the students are able to solve some problems. And for the example in mathematics learner, is the teacher asks one of the students to write an answer forward. Then there are students who want to add answer or solution because the answer that are given by previous students were incomplete. Next is organization. The purpose of this domain refers to the union of values. In the destination domains, this will later include the behavior that is reflected in the participants' educate. For the example of organization is the students accept responsibility for their behavior and the students create a life plan. For the example in mathematics learning is when the teacher asks one of the students to convey the answer, then there are students who are not only willing to accept it and also express their opinion because they have different solution with the solution that are given. And the last is characterization, or known as ALIMA. The purpose of this domain refers to the union of values. In the destination domain, this will later include the behavior that is reflected in the participants' educate. For the example is the student cooperate in group activities when they display teamwork. And for the example in mathematics learner is when the teacher asks one student to write an answer forward, then the students can influence other students by showing proof that the answer they give is correct so that other students agree with it. That's all from me. Thank you for your listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Thank you for your attention and see you on the next opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.